MTDCNC have travelled to Cheltenham, to the home of Intoco Special Steels and Alloys, and I'm joined by Les Preece, the owner of the company. Now, Les, there's many people that are supplying steels and alloys, but you're not only supplying in the UK, you're supplying around the world. I mean, what does it entail to have such a large business and to be able to carry this amount of stock?
Oh, there's many facets in terms of doing it properly. You've got to, first of all, buy the right materials from mills that are proven. They have longevity in the supply and manufacture of these materials. Another facet, equally as important, is having the knowledge to build your own specifications for these materials and understanding what these materials can and cannot do. And on top of that, you have to have a very skilled workforce, both from the sales side of things into the actual processing of the materials and understanding how to saw and how to process these materials properly.
I mean, from me being an engineer and from my own experience on the shop floor, you know, you can take material for granted. You know, I've learned a lot. We've all been on a journey, MTDCNC, with Intoco Special Steels and Alloys, and we've learned a lot about the elements that go within the materials that you supply. There's no shadow of a doubt that the materials that you supply, when it comes to integrity, is a proven. But integrity is a word that you also like to use yourself from a company perspective. What does this mean?
Integrity is all about, firstly, buying the right materials. You know the mill, you've audited it, it's got integrity. It makes great materials. From there, you've got to bring them back to your works, and that's where your integrity starts. We have a complete quality management system. It's called a QMS, and we work to it very rigidly. We set out the rules for everyone in the company to understand and adhere to, and that is how our integrity is driven, and that is what we strive for on every single order, come what may.
Now, you're not only supplying the material, but you're also adding value to the material. You're doing kind of pre-ops on the material, if you like. You know, can you tell me a little bit how this come about really at Intoco?
Okay, Intoco were founded back in the 1970s, and we came from a manufacturing perspective. We understand manufacturing, we understand manufacturing engineers. So a natural progression for us was to take these fantastic materials and make it much simpler and easier for the end user. So we do what was called first stage machining. We can cut them into blocks, we can put bores into them, we can face them, turn them, and make it much simpler for the end user. So we're taking away their time of manufacturing, saving them carbide, saving them time. And that's really, because we understand manufacturing, we can make that natural progression into that sphere.
You mentioned time. I mean, you carry, at the minute, correct me if I'm wrong, approximately £14 million worth of stock. Is this to kind of give your customers a next day delivery and again save them time on lead times?
One of the most important things about being a progressive and good stockholder is not to run out of stock. Our policy, which is set in stone, is to carry through all of the sizes and all of the grades of material and try not to run out of stock, so that our client base have a one-stop supply base and know that we will have the material available for them, whether that be on a just-in-time basis next day, or whether they want materials management so that they can have it at a predetermined time to suit their production plans.
So there you have it, Intoco Special Steels and Alloys in Cheltenham. If you have any requirements at all, contact them direct.